In the latest from Sudan, where a law has been passed to dissolve former President Omar Al-Bashir's National Congress Party. This decision coming months after a transitional government was formed in the country. The decision will give the right to the authorities to seize the party's assets. A committee will be constituted to overlook the procedure. In fact, reports suggest that none of the symbols of Bashir's regime or his party will be allowed to engage in any political activity for the next 10 years. The Sudanese Professionals Association, which played a major role in ousting Bashir from power, called it a historic move and a moment of relief. Let's now tell you more about the significance of this decision. Omar Al-Bashir came to power in a military coup in the year 1989 and managed to rule Sudan with an iron fist until the year 2011. During his regime, the country was in the midst of a civil war. Bashir's government signed a deal to end the conflict in 2005, but the International Criminal Court accused him of organizing war crimes and crimes against humanity. Despite these serious accusations, Bashir managed to hold on to power in 2010 and 2015. But soon, his regime started inching closer towards a dead end when opposition parties boycotted him. Now let's take a closer look at the accusations against Omar Al-Bashir. The first accusation is genocide for his alleged involvement in killing members of the Fur, Masalit and Zagawa ethnic groups. He caused serious bodily and mental harm to these groups. He's been accused of crimes against humanity, which includes rape, forcible transfer, torture, murder and extermination. Omar Al-Bashir has also been accused of war crimes, which include attacks on civilians in Darfur, pillaging towns and villages. Along with this historic move, the transitional authorities in Sudan have also repealed a controversial public order law used to police women. This public order severely curtailed women's rights in the country. Activists claim that the archaic law was derived from harsh interpretations of the Sharia law and primarily targeted women. Thousands of women were flogged, fined, and even jailed under the law. The law was used in order to arrest women who attended private parties and wore trousers. This controversial law was a bone of contention. Women across the country were motivated to be at the forefront of the demonstrations against Bashir. The protest was a major part of the nationwide anti-regime movement which ousted the controversial leader last year in 2018. Remember, both of these decisions were key demands of the protest movement, which aimed to wipe out Bashir's regime from Sudan. The country is now being led by a joint military and civilian council. It has a civilian-led cabinet headed by Abdallah Hamdok. Our correspondent Patrick Oyed is now joining us live from Juba, from South Sudan. Patrick, thank you so much for being with us here on Wion Dispatch. Talk to us. This is a momentous time for Sudan with this transitional government, but with these latest moves, Sudan is progressing towards electing itself a new government.
Yeah. You know, the people in the Sudan are very happy at the moment because of the new law that is now, according to the Sudanese authorities at the moment, is going to dismantle the National Congress Party, which is a party of the former President Omar Al-Bashir. So people are happy, and then also to repeal the law, which actually is known as public order law, which was actually limiting especially women from association. Women could not easily associate with male colleagues, especially if they are not blood relatives or at least a husband. And female were also, blocked from carrying out some activities in the society. So it was limiting them, and the government in the Sudan is saying that has been a humiliation to the women. And if you've been following the event, of course, you know that the women of Sudan played a very crucial role when it came to the issue of the revolution that overthrew President Omar Al-Bashir. So yes, the people in the Sudan are very happy about this. And also, they are saying that whatever property belongs to the National Congress Party, which is the party that belonged to former President Omar Al-Bashir, will be taken by the government, and they do not want the party members to exist, the party itself to exist. So this is something that is making people in the Sudan very happy. But also there are concerns because, you know, in as much as in other countries, parties have been banned, political parties have been banned, and they have worked. For example, the German Communist Party have been banned. It worked, it never came back again. But there is concern also that, you know, you may ban a party, but this party has been in power for close to 30 years. So they had the roots, they had the Students' League, they had the Women's League, the main party, and there are many members of this party, so you are risking a situation whereby if you don't look at the structure, the kind of structure they set, then you are banning a party and the members are there, so the members are going to form perhaps another party and the structure will still be the same kind of structure. So it will be like somebody who was wearing a black suit goes and wears a blue suit and comes out and says, you know, I am now a different person. So there is also a little bit concern about that. But at the moment, majority of the people in the Sudan are happy with the current arrangement, because this was one of the things that the revolutionaries, the demonstrators fought for. They were saying they wanted freedom, they wanted justice, they wanted equality. So yes, people are seeing that this promise in this regard is being actually fulfilled. So that is the situation in the Sudan at the moment, yes.
Patrick Oyet joining us with that live update from Juba in the South Sudan. Thank you, Patrick, for being with us here on Wion Dispatch.